Sunrise this morning over Pictou County, Nova Scotia, and a beautiful one it was to signal the start of lobster season. This is in parts of Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia. The season delayed by 2 weeks because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And the coronavirus is going to change a lot about this season for the fishermen and their crews and the way they work under new safety protocols and guidelines. Brett Ruskin not only shot that video, he's here to report on the changes and the challenges the fishermen now face this year.
Well, the challenge is indeed, Heather, because we're under COVID-19, so things are different this year. So first of all, that video that you saw this morning, ordinarily you would see friends and family members along the wharf waving goodbye, starting this new season, wishing the crews good luck and a safe season. That didn't happen. Only the fishermen were allowed to go down to the wharf to prep their boats and head out to drop their traps. And so you can see they are reloading their traps right now, reloading with more traps to go out and set those in the hours to come. So on these boats, there are strict guidelines that are now in place for this season, disinfecting areas and parts of the boat that are frequently touched, not sharing equipment or clothing, having daily health checks, and trying to keep that 2 meters apart. Now, as we can see from the video that I shot this morning to even just watching how the interactions go on the boat, it is incredibly difficult to keep that 2 meters apart. The boats are only about 12 meters long, 3 or 4 meters wide. Here is one fisherman from Prince Edward Island talking about some of the challenges here.
The biggest challenge in a boat would be probably the social distance. They don't want us to get up on the wharf when we wear lobsters in, so we'll probably stay down the boat, and if you do have to get up, they want you to social distance. So anyway, it's a different year and a different time, so we just have to do what we got to do.
Do what they have to do, because many communities like this one here in the surrounding area relies on the income that these fishing crews generate from these fishing activities. So certainly critical for this community as well as others all across the Maritimes. Heather.
And because of concerns about that income, Brett, we heard the federal government offer financial support to the fishery. That would be meaningful, I would imagine, to the people there.
Well, just in time, too. That was yesterday's announcement. It was a $470 million fund to try to supplement any losses of income that these fishing crews may experience. So if their income drops 25% from where it typically would be, the federal government's going to be covering 3/4 of that loss, up to $10,000. There's also $10,000 grants that are available, and there's going to be some flexibility as to how employment insurance is calculated next year. They'll be able to take a look at previous earnings and situations, not take this year as the example. So again, lots of changes happening in the fishing industry. As you can see behind me, still getting ready and keeping on this busy day here in the opening of lobster season in the eastern Northumberland area, which is between Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. This part of the Maritimes, lobster season now open.